we're proposing is that we'll increase our score by the end of the year by a minimum of at least 5 points on the rubric, which means that there would be significant improvement in 5 of the indicators at a minimum. So that hopefully that makes this the cover sheet where it says Oradell social emotional learning goal. You can see what the indicators are, where we scored ourselves, and then, as I said, the goal is to move up from there.
Can we have reports on how we are doing on these categories?
Of course, absolutely.
You have 10 categories, so if we have 5 to 6 months left, then we can do 2 a month.
Okay. Let me talk to our administrators and see what we can put together.
So on the emotional learning goal, the goal is actually to implement a program. But if we move to 20 out of 40, I mean, I guess our goal is not to hit 40 out of 40, our goal is to implement a program. So we could hit 20 out of 40 and not implement a program, I'm assuming. So should we be concentrating on actually implementing, or this spreadsheet?
Well, this is the roadmap for implementing your program. So in order to move up, we would have to actually have the program begin.
And CASTLE is the name of the program?
That is the Collaborative for Academic, Social, and Emotional Learning.
And that's the program you're going to follow?
No, that's the organization that created the rubric.
Oh, okay, you can pick any program?
Yes.
Have you picked one?
We have looked at several that we think are good, that are also ones that are recommended by CASTLE. But part of the process is to identify just exactly what areas are the ones where we feel that growth is needed the most. So depending on what those are, some programs focus on some elements more than others. So instead of just picking one at random, we want to pick the one that we think will benefit the school community most.
Anyone have any questions on that goal? We can move to the park one next. Let's finish this one first.
Is there a timeline?
By year end.
Right.
No, that's when it's finished. Is there a timeline on selecting? You say there's multiple programs.
Right.
You can select. Is there a timeline in selecting?
Not right this minute, no, but that's going to be the next thing that we're going to begin working on, is creating that.
Does the administration have a timeline? In other words, you can take till December and do it, or you can take till February and do it.
Right, well,
And start in February.
providing that the board gives us, the sense that we're moving in the direction you want us to. What we said at our last meeting was that we would like to begin working on this at our next administrative team meeting, which is in early December.
I'm wondering if the scoring is aggressive enough. I mean, like for instance, on standard 7, establish pre-K through 12 learning standards for social and emotional competence. It feels like that's something that we have been trying to do for a while, but we scored ourselves as a 1, which means the district is beginning to consider SEL learning standards. And, if we're only going to get 5 more points, it feels like, you get a point here just by saying the district has developed a plan for adopting. We're not even adopting it. It doesn't feel aggressive enough, in my opinion.
Do you mean going to 20 doesn't feel aggressive enough?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you meant their current scoring. Or...
No, just...
Well, that's kind of what I was saying before, like, our goal is to implement the program
Right.
running, and we're just trying to get to 20 out of 40.
Right.
Also, Dr. Ansel, what program, we've been focusing on social and emotional behavior, especially this past year and also last year. did we follow any program?
No, we've been sort of picking and choosing from different things, largely through the efforts of our school counselor. But to take this to the next level, we really need to identify there are multiple social and emotional learning skills. We can't do them all, and there is no program that focuses on everything. So you have to pick and choose. You have to figure out where your focus is. And in order for us to give our teachers some professional development, to give them support in how to implement this, we need to narrow it down, and we have to pick something and then get trained in how to do it properly.
And I understand all of that, but I can tend to agree that it's not a new thing, this social and emotional behavior. We're seeing some wonderful things happening now. So maybe only going halfway, up to 20%, maybe we should make our goal a little higher. Because we seem to be achieving it from what I'm hearing from parents that went to Sharp and how well behaved the children were and seeing them there and walking through the school. We're partly there. Not to say we're hitting everything, we're not, but I don't know whether I heard Mr. Griffin say that, and Mrs. Nichols also alluded to it. Do we want to consider maybe making the goal a little bit higher?
Again, though, I'll remind everyone, it doesn't really matter what that chart says. I agree that 20, going from 15 to 20, I don't even know if this is correct, but our goal actually is to successfully implement a comprehensive social and emotional learning program, which means that program needs to be implemented before the end of the year, whatever this chart said. It could say 40 out of 40, not the, you know what I mean? Like, so I agree that going to 20, I don't know. I think if our program is implemented, would we not be at 40? Like, if we're at 20, we have a program implemented, what would we be changing next year? Don't we have to have all this in place to implement the program?
To varying degrees, but you wouldn't necessarily have a perfect score even if you had. But what I'll do is I can go back and we can set a higher score. Certainly doable.
But I'm curious, like, number one, conduct SEL-related resource and needs assessment across the district and schools. If we have a program in place, that's been done. Number two, develop a district. No, but I'm saying the goal at year-end is kind of implemented. So if by June it's implemented, we would have done one. Number two, develop a district-wide vision that prioritizes academic, social, and emotional learning for all students. If we have a program in place, that will be done. I feel that if this goal is attained by June, all of these should be done, unless I'm missing something, right?
Right, makes sense.
Because if we go to 20, that means we do not have a
Viable
comprehensive learning program in place by June.
Well, these are the indicators, and then the rubric is where you get points for the level to which you achieve the indicator. So yes, sure, we would want to touch on every one of the indicators, but the way you get scored is by how well you're doing each of those things.
Okay, I mean, I don't know what the board's feeling is. My feeling is this is the goal and this is what we want to see attained. This, I'm not so concerned with. I guess we want to see it, but I don't see it. I don't see these not moving much higher if we don't have if we have the program in place.
I mean, it seems like the rubric is a very good tool for staff to use to kind of align making this happen. I think the board, like, at least from my perspective, it sounds like we want to stick with that goal. And, you know,
Right, we want to
just
stick
use
with that goal.
Yes, it seems right.
And successfully, I think that's, if we had just made the goal, implement a comprehensive social and emotional, it wouldn't really be measurable. Either we did get the program or not, so.
So this is simply a way of measuring.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions about this? Okay, I just have a comment on this. Well, is everybody okay with these percentages?
Just with I'm only agreeing to the 19.
You're agreeing to which 19?
2019. I think it should be,
Well, yeah, the past our history, that's not, we're only we're only looking at 19, that's what we're striving for.
So if you want to do, yeah, I think that's a start, but I think we should be doing a lot better in the park, whatever the assessment is.
So, are we gonna have park next year?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay, so my only concern with this is, what I say every year at the retreat. I'm more concerned with how we line up in Bergen County than what our numbers are. Because next year, let's say, we hit this 87%. So let's say the test all of a sudden is excessively easy, and we hit 90%. Or, let's say it's excessively hard and we hit 70%, we drop. That doesn't mean we did better or worse. It just means the test kind of moved and everybody either moved up or down. That's why in the past when we set those goals, we said like a certain percentage of the Bergen County I, like we wanted to see. If we were 18th out of, let's say, because we were half out of, 18th out of 35, we wanted to be at, move up or something, because we can hit these numbers but actually not do better, or we could not hit those numbers and actually have done much better. So that's the only danger with these. So if anyone has a comment on that, I mean, I'm fine with it, but that's the only thing we end up discussing at the retreat every year.
One way to look at it, I know that, suppose you can provide us that
Right.
detail, and I still would like to see that, because there may be a way we could look at it as like a percent variance on the mean or average of what the I district
Well, that's
is.
what we've done in the past.
And so, as opposed to sitting there, go, are we the 13th or or the first? If the percent variance isn't much, we're looking to hit the average or 5% above the average or something along those lines,
Right.
and have that be one way of looking at it.
Right, so that's what I'm saying, like, hitting this may or may not get your goal.
Potentially.
I mean, we did not, has it actually done much better? It did not, so that's why it's a little bit.
So are you suggesting that we rewrite the goal?
I mean, we have to get moving, it's December, but, I mean, the work is being done in the school, no matter what the admin team is, or the teachers, it is what it is, but, I just want to get to next July and be like, well,
It does seem like, if you're going by the letter of what we wrote here, I think that this is accomplishing it. And I think Mr. Shapiro's point is accurate, that, maybe we stick with this and we stick with this rubric here. It seems fine.
I still
that
think,
doesn't mean you improve them.
I still think, right, 13% of the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth grade children that do not fit, that fails, is too many kids.
Well, it depends on the test, because, Jeremy, to your point, let's say we don't move up all those kids, but the test was a lot harder, and we've actually moved up in Bergen County. That means we actually did better. Like, the kids did move, it was a very difficult test, or a test with bad questions we don't know. You know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, I'm fine with it, but we're going to be having this discussion again next year, and actually in July we won't have how we're lined up, but we should have those things from the county. Can you send them to us?
Sure.
We can always add within the I district.
Well, we have to see where we're coming from, but,
And that might change then.
I mean, this is fine, like, it shows a trend, so it shows a trend, it is fine, but it just, the park, you never know what they're gonna do, how they're gonna write it, so, I'm fine with it. Is the board good with all these goals?
Yes, but I think we should keep in mind when
Right.
we do this next year, when we do our goal meeting, we should consider
Right.
what we're writing for.
It's hard though, because we don't have it from the year before at that point, we don't have all the districts, so we're like catching up all the time, all the districts are. Okay, do we need to vote on those goals at a formal meeting, or have we done it yet, or you want to do it at the next meeting, right?
So now that you've given me feedback, we'll put a resolution on the agenda for our next meeting.
Okay, and then are you going to show us the action plans, so we vote on those too, right? We vote on the action plans also.
You don't have to formally approve them, but I'll certainly show.
Okay, so we just want to approve them? Okay.
Can we talk about number 3?
Number 3, goal?
Yeah,
Expand or reconfigure the available instructional spaces within the district. Yep,
that's the goal that we set.
that's one of them.
What does that mean?
Means we need more classroom space. We need more instructional spaces.
So we already knew that we were going to ed space.
We've known for a while, but we need to do it now.
When we sat down in August, we already knew we were going to add, one way or the other, we were going to add some instructional space. Does that accomplish the third goal? Because if it does, it's just like a no-brainer. It's like knowing you're going to pass this thing.
Well, it's not that easy because we've had several buildings and grounds meetings already. Oh, I'm sorry, Nancy. And the architects have come, 2 different sets. And so, you were there. It's not as easy as we thought it was going to be.
Right, there was I wasn't there for the retreat, there was a goal, right, a desire to get, I'm squeaking, some different and expanded instructional space, but we've been going through the, like executing it and actually wishing for it are 2 different things. And we still need another set of plans, so it's definitely more work on our end. It's not a done deal, I guess, is what I'm saying. I think it is still a goal, and we still need to work on it.
I don't agree with that.
Would you like to come to the grants?
Would I like to come to it?
We've been working on it a lot.
I
so-
sat through the meeting.
Yeah.
I know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're just picking spaces. So,
Maybe, John, if we didn't have the goal, we wouldn't be addressing it in this way. So a goal gives us a real focus to actually implement it.
Right, because we've been talking about it for at least 2 or 3 years at this point, so we need to do it.
well, I think there's so many other goals that we could have chosen to benefit the students of the school than number 3. But if you say we need number 3 to move us along, that's fine.
So the thing I'm going to say to that is goal number 1 is a definite benefit to the students because it's an increase in both the math and the language arts, so that covers a huge area. Number 2 is huge, the social and emotional learning component. If we can get a program that is a huge benefit to our students. And this one, I would say, is actually also a big benefit to those students who are in those small groups and there's 2 groups in 1 classroom now, so I do feel like all these 3 are a benefit to our students.
I think I would not totally agree, but when you're looking at 23%, 5% and 18% in the math, that's 100-something kids. And I don't think that goal is worth losing 100-something kids. I hope the number isn't that high. 20% of 500 kids. This is 23%. But, okay.
Okay, so you'll put them on the agenda for next time?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see, where's my agenda? Okay. So let's move forward. Minutes, we have approval of October 10th and 25th, but I'm going to pull them again. I did not get a chance to call Ms. Shawnee about the changes I had, so I just had to pull those again. We are going to go ahead. Vote. And I'm going to go to committee reports. We're going to take A1 at the end because we need to go into a closed session. So let's move to buildings and grounds, Mr. Odo. Oh, we have to make a motion to table it. Never mind. Someone make a motion to table the minutes till next meeting.
I move that we table the approval of the meeting.
I'll second it.
Any questions? Call the question?
Mr. Griffin?
Yes.
Mrs. Dorian? Yes. Mr. Odo?
Yes.
Mrs. Shapiro? Yes. Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Dr. Westlake? Mrs. Nichols?
Yes. Buildings and grounds, Mr. Odo.
I'd like to move item B1.
Second by Dr. Westlake.
Discussion, question?
Yes.
Okay,
So I was looking at the notes. For a question for Ms. Schoening, we put a sheet in our packet. So for example, for the PTA science workshops, was one of the dates supposed to change? What about number 3? 1:15 and 1:30, and here we're approving 1:09 and 1:30.
Well, they didn't change it.
It's not
They
officially
should change
changed.
the date because they just changed the time. That's why the correction, that's why it's on. They changed their time. Originally, they wanted it at 3:30.
Okay.
So then they just said, we'll do 2:30 instead.
Okay, so this is not changing the dates.
Correct.
And then point number 2, before moving the party to November 14th, this says December. I'm sorry. Am I not understanding number 2 correctly?
I think it's just probably a typo
Is it?
on that.
I think it's a typo.
Yeah.
Typo on
Yes,
this
on
one.
that.
Okay. Yeah, we're not retroactively approving,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so it's fine as
It
is.
should say December, not November.
Okay.
So back to the PTA one, I think we just said, okay, so PTA requested an additional date of 1/19. It would not be available until 3:30. And they requested a 2:30. So what are we saying? Because 1/9 is on here, that you will pick a new date and to get the 2 other dates, 1/15 and 1/30 approved for now. So I'm thinking
Right,
this should
so-
not be 1/9, it should be 1/15.
That's what I was wondering. So do they want 3 days or
It
2?
looks like they want 2, and she's going to look for another date as opposed to the 9th.
Okay. And there are, something I mentioned, they're going to need more time because when you hold a workshop, it's not enough. They need setup time and they need time to dismiss the children.
This is a typo in the memorandum. So if you look at number 3, it says, request an additional date of 1. No.
Right.
So I think this is a typo. It's not 2, which was supposed to make it clear, and it just made it confusing.
Well, because it says they requested an additional date of 1/9, and the MPR would not be available until 3:30. So then she said she'll pick a new date and get the other 2 approved, 1/15
So to
and
me,
1/30.
I read it as get 1:15 and 1:30
She's going to pick
approved.
a different date for 1/9.
So to me, it should,
I think the should we supposed to speak in the microphone?
So you know, why don't we just pull it tonight because it's January? We can do it at the next meeting,
We have another meeting is
December.
December, and also they need to put in for more time to set up that cleanup.
Yeah, the PTA definitely needs more time than an hour.
Yeah, okay.
But they didn't put it on the sheet. And I guess we just need to make sure that multi-purpose room, C and D, what days of the week is that? Okay, that should be okay. Well, 1:15, there's something off here, because 1:15 is a Tuesday. Yeah. Okay, so, I guess, Mr. Odo, do you want to revise your motion?
So what do we need to change? The
We're going to pull Oradell PTA.
Okay, and we-
Item number 3.
So just the PTA, but we're keeping the Hoops and Girl Scouts?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'd like to, well, I don't know if we need to go through the formality
Yeah, I don't
because we motioned and seconded.
Right.
I think if the VA is fine with it, we will just amend that to move the Hoops and Girl Scouts request in B1 and table the Oradell PTA's request.
Okay. Any other questions? Call the question?
Mr. Griffin?
Yes.
Mrs. Noreen?
Yes.
Mr. Odo?
Yes.
Mrs. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Dr. Wesley? Mrs. Nichols?
Yes, curriculum, Mrs. Walker?
Yes, I'd like to present C1.
I'll second.
Any questions? Call the question?
Mr. Griffin?
Yes.
Mrs. Noreen?
Yes.
Mr. Odo?
Yes.
Mrs. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Dr. Westlake? Mrs. Nichols?
Yes, finance, Mrs. Shapiro.
I'd like to make a motion to approve items D1 through D7.
Dr. Westlake, second. Any questions? Why are we so crazy?
Maybe it's volume.
Yeah, you should turn those down a little bit.
Volume, yeah.
Any questions? Call the question?
Mr. Griffin?
Yes.
Mrs. Norian?
Yes.
Mr. Odo?
I'm going to stay on D2, check 019465, is that my personal reimbursement for my yes and balance?
Mrs. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Dr. Westlake? Mrs. Nichols?
Yes. Delegate report, Mr. Walsh?
And I have a legislative meeting Saturday. I don't know what we're going to discuss, so we'll go ahead next week.
Okay, personnel, Mrs. Walker, you want to take that?
Certainly, I'd like to present F1.
Dr. Westlake, second. Any questions? Call the question?
Mr. Griffin?
Yes.
Mrs. Norian?
Yes.
Mr. Odo?
Yes.
Mrs. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Dr. Westlake? Mrs. Nichols?
Yes. Policy, Mr. Griffin?
Yeah, I'd like to submit G1 with a set of 6 policies for first reading.
Anyone has any questions on those, please reach out to Mr. Griffin. Public relations, Mrs. Norian?
Yes, we had a meeting today, and we'll summarize the meeting, and you'll get that in your packet for the next meeting.
Tri-District, Dr. Westlake? No report. Okay, before we move to the closed session, I'm going to open up to the public so they can speak if they want. So, open to the public? Open to the public, that means all of you. Anything? Anything over here from the right side of the auditorium you want to say? Thank you for that really nice presentation. That was awesome. Okay, so,
Could I just say one thing about the presentation? Is it appropriate now?
well, go ahead.
Just since you brought it up, I thought that it was all great and echoed everything Nancy said, but also the writing skills that I thought were done. So that was a super job on the part. Thank you. Yes, it was great. You did a great job.
So any older new business?
I have that whole business. So I was at PTA last week, and it's just generally like a plugged-in group of parents, right? They kind of come to everything, know everything. And it occurred to me that my very, in-the-know friends sitting around me have no idea that we have an app. And I think that we, as a district, need to shout it out.
Is it released yet? Is it
Are
out
we
for
official?
public?
Yeah, I thought it was released. I thought this was.
How did we release it? Like, how did we?
They included a notice in her class. She said, the principal sent out her weekly class that she mentioned it in there. There's also a spot on the website that advertises.
So what's the last?
Okay, so let me say right here, if in fact you have an iPhone, go to the App Store, look for Oradell Public or Oradell School. I think it's Oradell School, isn't it? It is, and you will just download Oradell School and you'll have everything there. If on an Android Same thing? Okay. I just knew from
There are 500 families that are not watching this video right now. I would suggest maybe a blast from the district dedicated just to, here's an app, here's what it looks like, here's how you get it. Because I think in the weekly, it's, you know, there's.
It got lost.
I don't even see it in the weekly.
You know, it's just, it's one of those things, it's a big deal.
It is a
And
big-
something with a graphic and something that's pretty, just the way it is. And I think,
I think one of the benefits, I was under the understanding that it had been rolled out so that people had it, and that made me feel more comfortable about our approach to Sharp, because in fact, there were many pictures that were uploaded and put on Twitter and Facebook and that you could access right from our app. That would just make you feel that the kids were just in a great place and having a wonderful time.
I agree, you can upload to Facebook without the app, though.
Right. But
It's just,
but
I was
it's all
surprised.
connected. It's
Yeah.
all connected, and it makes it easy. So
I used it to call in, it's
Yeah.
great. I think more people would really benefit because
Absolutely.
it's neat.
So on that conversation, going back to what we talked about in PR, I don't see it in the flash, but I'm saying PR committee, since we were talking about this for an hour before, this is something that I think the district item, right? You would say? A school item, so I think it should come from, it's kind of both, but I think it should come from the district office that we send out something that there's no an app.
Yeah.
I mean, do we agree? Do we
But
not agree?
it
It
was
will go on the
flyers.
flash also, but.
Yeah, I
it's
think
not
it
on the
has to
flash.
be
It has to
district.
on the flash.
You know, if Fort Lee's
Why did you
announcing
think it
it.
was released? Like, why did you think it was?
I thought that's what I was told, that everyone had, it had been rolled out to everyone, because we had gone, we talked about how we were going to test it,
Right.
and then the test, everything went successfully, so they just rolled it out, and that's what I was told.
So I think what you're saying is it was made public, and again,
But we need
you
to
might
make it
tell
more
them
public.
once, people need to be told 5, 10, 100 times.
I would like to, I mean, one of the things, because I was in all these meetings about it, we talked a lot about this app, and there's no doubt there's been a lot of work going on behind the scenes for this app. There was a lot of ideas about testing, and we did hear a plan, we talked about a plan on how it rolled out. I think you're exactly right. We just need to have more communication on it. It's a really cool opportunity for our parents and for our community, so let's just get more communication on it.
Anything else? Old business, new business?
I have 2 new business. One, with regret, I see on our notice that Peter Castoris is retiring, and it's going to be a big loss to the district. And wish him well. I'm sure we'll be
Seeing him in June.
We'll be seeing him in June, but just to let him know. Sometimes it's harder when it first comes out than when in reality. And the other thing is a quick shout out to our